In primary, we sing, "I know the scriptures are true," and scripture power, but we don't just say the words. We feel them and believe them. As a mother and grandmother, my greatest joy is to see my children and grandchildren accessing the power of the scriptures and living the truths they find there. This is why I have always been thankful for primary teachers and leaders who reinforce the principles of the gospel that my husband and I taught at home. Come Follow Me for primary is meant to strengthen this connection with the home. In our primary classes, all of the children, sunbeams and older, will be learning stories and gospel principles from the scriptures, the same scriptures that their parents and older siblings are encouraged to study each week. If you want to inspire a child to know the scriptures and love them, you have got to know them and love them yourself. Use Come Follow Me for individuals and families to enrich your personal and family study. Then, with the thoughts and impressions you gain, Come Follow Me for primary will help you create experiences in primary that support, build upon, and encourage meaningful gospel learning outside of primary.
The Come Follow Me lessons are just a natural progression for they're learning the same thing at home that they are hearing at church now. It's not disconnected from the gospel principles that everyone else in their family is learning.
When we started with the Come Follow Me materials, there were a lot of junior primary concerns, particularly just in how a junior primary class was going to look. And I just explained to the teachers that there was definitely room for all those things that still make primary primary, but that we needed to add more doctrinal discussion and use the scriptures and use the stories from the scriptures.
Con esa gran firmeza, con esa gran fe, con esa gran obediencia. ¿Por qué, Dieguito?
Porque necesitamos llegar con Dios.
You know, we have done things for a long time in one way. Trying something new can be hard. I kind of rebelled a little bit, didn't like the idea of this new thing, and it meant work for me. It meant I had to study and prepare. I couldn't just show up.
When we got the new manuals, it was a little intimidating because it didn't feel like there was much to teach with. We were used to the old style where you had pages and pages of questions, read this question, read this scripture, ask this question.
And now what Come Follow Me Primary has done, it has switched it so that it is the children talking more, it is the children sharing, it's their testimonies, their experiences.
La mejor manera para poder llegar a dar una clase es prepararnos también como alumnos. El cambio se ha notado mucho en los niños porque llegan preparados a la clase y entonces nuestro papel de maestros es guiar el conocimiento que ellos ya traen de casa.
We obviously want the children to be reading every week with their family, but the reality is that not everyone's going to get that. So it's still our job as the teachers to teach them that, to introduce that topic, to introduce the scripture, to share our own personal testimony, and then we open it up to the children, and they go off of what you taught them, what you shared initially.
With the Come Follow Me materials, I feel like the more prepared I was with the scripture reading, the more seamless the discussion went, no matter which way it went.
지식이 쌓이는 것도 맞는 것 같아요. 그리고 아이들의 그런 간증이 더 많이 생기는 것 같아요. 물론 초등에서 배우고 가정에서도 경전을 같이 나누고 있기는 하지만 아이들이 저에게 전해주는 그런 이야기들 안에서 그런 성신이 함께한다는 거를
We can't underestimate the power of children to be a positive force for change in their own homes. So even if your parents aren't the ones leading out in scripture study, children can be the one to lead out in scripture study. And I think we need to be particularly sensitive and show them some of the resources and the ways that they could do that.
They've learned that children know a lot more than we give them credit for, and they can learn and grow at an amazing rate, especially with Come Follow Me for primary.